Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I've come across this very empty town. It's like a ghost town. Now a lot of the places I went through you could tell they just sort of closed for the winter, but this is one hotel after another and building after another, incomplete. Very strange. Cars all parked together. Where is everybody? There's no people. There's still no people. Very unusual. So I spotted their wee campsite. Well, I actually spotted a couple of motorhomes from a distance, so I'm trying to make my way down to it. Still no people. I always manage to find the wee tight squeezes. You wouldn't believe how close I am to the right hand and left hand side. I think it's on down here. Get settled in. I got a spot, met the owner George, very nice man, and this is just on the edge of the campsite, and it's very nice. It's one of the only ones I've come to that there's been any other people, or any amount of other people, but I still haven't seen anything. The only person I've seen since I've got to the edge of this town was George. But it's a good wee spot, wee restaurant and bar, toilets, there's water, there's electricity, shower, everything you could want. And I don't mean that shower, there's indoor hot showers. Yeah, it's a good wee spot, built in a roundabout, very reasonably priced, 10 euro a night, and that's everything included, so good wee find. You don't get much more authentic than that. Look at that sky, isn't that beautiful? Isn't it just beautiful? It's actually the tops of the waves are also showing up red. Walkies. When I drove into this wee town yesterday, it was driving in fact it looked like one of these places that have been built for tourism and not worked. When I drove on down to where I found the wee campsite, it's a bit busier, but even now very, very, very quiet. I remember when I was younger with my dad, we went on a wee moped in Spain and we found this whole town all built just for tourism, inland. It didn't work, it's all closed down. There's also a big airport in Spain that was built a few years ago, big international airport, closed down. Projects that didn't work. Well, I'm hoping to find a supermarket. It's been a nice day today, good to see a return of the good weather. This is like the square. Very nice wee place. The black cat, the white cat. No idea what that is. Imagine these are the sort of places maybe that more Greek people would come here for their holidays. So far I haven't found any beach. "4 AM. Don't know if that could be picked up, the sound. It sounds like the skies have emptied. This hasn't stopped for 12 hours, from 1 AM last night to now, and it's 1:15 PM. It's like the weather's good. Never expected this sort of weather in Greece. It's also cold. That's fine. Just have to force myself to sit with my feet up, have a nice coffee and watch a bit of TV. Stopped raining, cleared up an hour later.
Flashback.
Disaster strikes again. So I'm driving to Little, beautiful day, driving along, taking it easy, not much traffic about, turn the bend on a pretty good road and a massive pothole, and the front right wheel hit it a big bang, and you immediately think you broke the suspension or something. Was it okay? But it seemed okay, and then a second later I noticed I've lost power. Like, how does a bump make you lose power? But it's just lost power, it won't start, turning over, everything feels normal, and I've been in the engine and had a look, as you do. I know very little about engines, but everything looks pretty normal. So I've been footering for 10, nearly had a heart attack, because underneath it, when I put my head under, I got under as soon as I stopped, and there was all this fluid dripping down, and I thought it damaged the sump or something. That would be your oil gone, or maybe your engine seized. And then it dawned on me that the pothole was full of water. So a wee bit of relief. I'm laughing again. Oh no. So then I get into the van, tried to start it again, and noticed a wee warning sign with a key on it, and it says code. And I went into my book, my manual, and the manual says emergency start in the event that comes on, and I thought, fantastic. Doesn't work in diesels. You need a mechanic, a diesel mechanic. So I'm going to go in now, get my insurance documents, I have them all online, and I've never used it. Well, I used AAA once, but I've got cover, European breakdown cover. Although I'm in the middle of nowhere, it'll not be the it'll definitely not be the AA, but I'll have to go in and sort that out. Keep you up to date with what's happening. If there's a problem with that, it just seems so unusual to be contacting someone in England and that a mechanic's going to show up here. But worst case scenario is I have to find a mechanic here. Update: I spoke to the assistants, the breakdown cover people, an Irish guy, and he's took all my details and knows exactly where I am and what the problem is, and he says he now puts that through to somebody international and they'll be in contact. So I'll just wait and see, but at least I know my insurance documentation and all must be all okay, but I'll wait and see. I'll keep you updated again. I'm going to have a coffee. So I don't know if this was a good idea or not. They haven't phoned back from the breakdown cover place, and I had a look in Google, and there's on this road, a bit further up this road, there's a garage with great reviews, a wee small garage with great reviews, and somebody even mentions getting the motorhome fixed quickly. So I've just sent him, you can't phone him because the Greek won't be able to speak English, hardly likely, but I've sent him a text message there, so I could end up with two people arriving at the same time, but I'll see. I was sitting there, it's very warm in the van, not very warm, but it's warm, and I'm sitting here thinking, oh, I'm sick, I wish it wasn't as warm, and then I remembered the last 2 or 3 days been lashing out of the heavens. So always look at the positive. I could be sitting here in the lashing rain waiting for them to come.
2 hours later.
Listen to that beautiful noise. Hear that? Rubber switch. Push button. So, I've been here for 2 hours. Nobody showed up. I never heard from the breakdown. Just shows you, European breakdown cover. Never heard from them, and don't know if the other place got my message. So I've been googling and googling, and I came to YouTube, and I came to this wee man who said, did your engine stop after going over a bump? And he's got a near one of these, and I got it on quickly. He showed you exactly where that wee button is, and you push it. It's a safety device in case you've had an accident. You bang into something, it turns off the fuel. Smart. And then to reset it, you push the button. So when I went over the bump, the wee van is protecting me. Thought I'd crashed. Oh, I'm delighted. I was sort of half preparing for a night at the side of the road with a tomorrow morning not knowing where I was. Well, tomorrow morning I could walk into town and get a mechanic, I suppose. But absolutely delighted again. Saved by the bell. Little, here we come. So I was getting a wee bit low and getting a wee bit low on diesel. And I've never let this get low. I don't know what its limit is, and I thought the way things are going, things usually happen in threes. I'll go in and get diesel. Now I'm only going like a few miles to this little first garage I went to, went in, took a pedal, closed. Second garage, closed. Fuel light comes up. And I sort of started to laugh a wee bit about it. But I just found things just always seem to work out. I just found a BP and a young guy working in it, and they put your fuel in for you. So I told them what I wanted, and they started to talk. Where are you from? Are you from England? And I said, well, I'm from Ireland, Northern Ireland. And he asked him about the mad dog. He said, oh, it's a bit crazy, and I said, definitely a bit crazy. So when he filled it up, and he said, wait. He ran into the shop, came back out, a bottle of water. For you. Just lovely people. Haven't come across anybody yet that wasn't a lovely person. They're not smiley and driving and wavy letting you out. There's none of that goes on or anything. But talking to people, everyone that I've met's been just so helpful. So still on my way to Little. This has been an eventful journey. Little closed. Sunday, you say? I didn't know. They didn't open. Places didn't open on Sunday. I know that a lot of places close for 3 or 4 hours every day, but Little don't. So I typed in supermarket, maybe 10 in a row, closed, and all the Littles it says don't open again to Tuesday for some reason. Must be some holiday or something tomorrow. So looks like my adventure was for nothing. All I really need, I feel like having a few beers after the last few days. So I'm going to a smaller shop. Everywhere sells beer. Beer and milk, that's all I need. But on the road again. So just round the corner from Little, I found a wee shop, got what I needed, heading back. And if you look closely down to the left, we're about to see the culprit. The thing that almost ruined my day, but didn't quite. So there you go, end of the day, weather's held up, although it is getting a bit overcast, and I've come over here just for a look at the sea, and there's 2 maniacs out there in the freezing cold. It is really cold. Not for me, I'm afraid. I like my comforts too much. So, big day tomorrow. Out on my drive there, I spotted a couple of things. An ancient Greek bath and a castle, and I've decided I'm going to cycle and try and find them tomorrow. But that's me for now. I hope you enjoyed the video. Till next time, and don't forget to thumbs up and subscribe. Until next time, bye for now.